Okay, time for a quick Willys update. Alright, right here we have a safety latch that I've created for the tilt nose. Okay? Let me see if I can show you how it works. Basically, and I can't really show it to you with one hand. This is the fold mechanism right here. This one actually prevents it from going too far down. So that when you lift when you go to close the nose, this folds this way. Or folds up like that. And it stops the tilt nose from going too far forward. The problem I'm having with it is it doesn't want to fold that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lengthen the longer part and raise it up to here, so that when we go to fold it, it's not at such an angle. I feel that the angle here, because it's actually less than 45, is what's causing the problem. I want to put it up here, more or less right here, so I have more of a 45-degree angle. I think that will help with the folding part. Now, this is something I did today. This is the steering linkage. I got to go and get a set of block hugger headers. I want to double check this and make sure this works properly. But this is the steering linkage with the new the new small block motor mounts that we made up a while back. This is the improved motor mount. You can see there's no problem with clearance between the motor mount and the steering linkage. The problem I see, or the only problem I see, is with the block hugger headers, and I'm going to test that out later. Okay? Go around to the inside. Here's the steering column mounted in place. I still have to put the under dash and the under dash and the dashboard into place. Now this is a bracket that I made. Right here. This is the bracket that I made for the rods, and it works very well in the Willys as well. You can see down there the firewall bearing. Now what I've done with the tunnel here, okay, is I put it in with rib nuts. Here's an example of the rib nuts from the inside of the car. Okay. And here's the bolts, almost, there's the bolts or the rib that hold the tonneau cover in place on the car. There's the bolts or the rib that hold the tonneau cover in place on the car. By the way, this is my rib nut gun. This is a rib nut right here. Okay? It's very easy to use. It's just like any other rivet gun. Although it's a lot harder to squeeze these things. And we can use these with the fiberglass. These ones are below the floor. Those ones are on the tonneau cover, and I also sealed the tonneau cover with a rubber, which made it nice and tight. I have a couple of areas where I want to improve the thing, but that's where we're at with the Willys. We're actually approaching completion of our part of it. And believe it or not, this car is going to be given over to Southwest Rod and Customs for paint and the rest of the assembly. So Pete, this is going to be probably one of your next cars. I just found out the other day, and I wish Pete luck doing his part of it. And I'm sure he'll do a great job doing the paint work and all the rest of the stuff that he has planned for it. I'm going to finish up my part of it here shortly, within the next several weeks, and we'll send it out. here's our willys. Now, remember yesterday I was showing you my handy-dandy fold mechanism, what I had made to limit the travel on the hood. And I also showed you how it didn't work. Well, let me show you something today. Okay? There it is. Okay? Now, what I've done, okay, see how nice that color is? Let's watch that again. Okay? Basically, my favorite word, what I did was I turned my little fold mechanism over so that it pushes down rather than having to push up. Made all the difference in the world, and I don't actually have to redo everything to make it work. I'm happy.